I'll be a wreck. It's Magia record, Puella, Magi, Madoka Magica side story episode 5. I will be watching it from Funimation's website. And I will be starting my reaction in 1-0 go. Alright. I'm excited for this. Because honestly, this series has been on a hot streak lately. Okay, I thought for a second I was watching a different series in the first few seconds. I don't know if I have a dream. God, man, I always love how this series can find a way of just tripping me up in a good way. Going by the first few bits. The Osawa Hotel Faint Hope. Magia's Apple. Kind of cute though how they even have their own logo too for even some of the simple stuff. Like foods. That's actually kind of cute in its own way. Oh! Ah. The thing is, though, if she finds out the full truthful about Doppels, she is not going to be comfortable with the answer. Oh, Lord, that'd be that'd be absolutely scary because if they do that, they're going to spread it around the world a lot more, potentially more chaos. And addiction, too. But you know what? I dig it because the soundtrack accompanying the dialogue just makes it more intense than it already would be without the epic music accompanying it. Oh boy. This chick doesn't. Yeah, this chick does not look like she's got all her marbles inside of her brain right now. I wonder if she's going to transform because I don't think that glowing would be there just for shits and giggles. Oh my. I mean, if I were in her spot, alarm bells would be going in my mind like instantaneously. My first instinct there is, since there's a lot of magic girls in this surrounding area, would be to try to subdue that lady because she looks like she's about to do fucking crazy shit. I'm just saying. No. Ah, man, just something about this opening. I adore it. Kind of like the original openings in EDs too. Sometimes I do listen to the original Madoka and the original, not just the original opening, but the ED Magia too, just for fun. Because they're such damn good theme songs, all of them. Well, looking at this series though, it's like I wonder if it's going to get a third season because just looking at the start of the episode, there's still got a lot of plot points to address. You have all these antagonists that haven't had, well, some of them haven't had build up yet. Doesn't feel like an episode's going to be enough to cover the whole thing now that this is on episode 5. So I'm just wondering if it's going to get a third season, which it would be damn cool if it did. Because I was loving more Madoka. And I'm definitely pumped up for them. I gotta bet that Battlefield Kuroi and Yachio together. Oh man, the sweetness levels are just off the charts. All right, now it's back. Oh, Momoko. I just hope Ito has ready to face whatever's thrown in front of her. The thing is, well, you know, if that weren't the case, honestly, Kodell would be a good asset though, because she did help out quite a bit a few episodes ago. What he'll have to realize though is, while yes, what she's doing is dangerous, just being a magic girl in on itself in this universe is freaking dangerous too, and it comes with its own can of worms. I just hope the two of them are enough though. They want the jeez. Okay, yeah, that looks pretty nasty. I mean, wouldn't blame it from in that perspective, because is what they're doing really anything different than what the witch? I mean, yes, I guess you could say what the witches do with humanity is worse. But come on, forcibly extracting emotions from people, keeping them in like a Captain Toad's cake state is pretty damn fucked up, if you ask me. It's like forcing someone to be in a jail without their consent. So it's a different method of condemnation, different way of being condemned, if you ask me. Well, where did you get all them seeds from? Oh, is that cute? Wait, is that? Yo, that's cute. Yeah! That's my favorite. Woo! I gotta admit, now that is a fucking beautiful entrance there. Oh! You know, it's perfect, though. It makes sense that you'd have all those great seeds. Yes, that'll solve things. Just throw money. I mean, I meant to say seeds at the problem. That'll probably fix things. I just love how she can just say that with like extreme collectiveness while running away from a humongous ass creature. But it's Kyoko. She is like one of the ultimate badasses. Hmm. I mean, just going by that bat. The thing is, though, I don't think it's that unethical considering what the macho girls in Iwasa have. Well, not Iwasa, but I don't think it's that bad considering that Kyoko's stealing from people that are, by technicalities, stealing emotions from other people. I'm just saying. That's a lot of. At least that explains why Yacho wasn't around at all, at the very least. Just going and doing her own thing. I mean, hey, at least they're alive. It could be worse. Mm. Kind of does look like one in that long shot angle. I mean, hey, at the very least, now those two actually know the truth. Now it's just going to depend on what they're going to do with it. That sounds like a plan where almost anything can go wrong. Just by the description of the plan, because I don't think gathering all the witches is gonna be. Well, yeah, I know it took a lot of pre-planning, but regardless, I have a feeling something's gonna go wrong in that happening. Hmm. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you ask me, I think that plan is gonna utterly fail, because just be real, getting all that witches doesn't seem like it's going to lead to anything good, because how in the hell is that even going to be control? It's just feels like it's going to be about the any league of any natural girl to make things run smoothly. And Akiyoko says it's not a problem, but she might not have any choice though. And the great thing about this, none of these girls, well, most of these girls don't know the implications about utilizing a doppel. Okay, that thing looks creepy. Yeah, would they even have enough firepower to even wreck that thing if it runs amok? Because that thing. You know shit's real when even someone like Kyoko, who usually only does things for her own benefit in most instances, you know shit's real when even she's inclined of taking action, because that is fucking rare. Except, of course, in situations when her friends are in danger, then that's different. Then Kyoko also acts in instances like that too. You know, maybe it looks like she's absolutely given up hope with the way she's looking right now. And honestly, why wouldn't they? Oh, I mean, I wouldn't blame those girls for not being in the know on that. Oh, jeez. Kind of like the creepy vibes of the freaking backgrounds right now. They have a nice rustic feel. And now it looks a lot more cleaned up. And beautiful in its own way, too. Jeez. They're all being absolutely hardcore there. But I do like this, though. It gives Toka a bit more characterization, showing how much of a savage she is. Yeah, probably just from her perspective, though. But if you ask any other person, I don't think that'd be a good use of anyone just sacrificing them for something they want to be a part of. I like this though. It actually establishes Toka as a pretty dang wrathful antagonist. So I actually like this. Makes her an imposing antagonist, even though she herself hasn't had the most massive amounts of screen time in the series. But what they have shown off on her has been pretty dang nice to see. She will at this point it's the Toka Nemu of back then wouldn't have been capable of doing this. I mean, Hiro's gonna have to meet them, but probably not in a peaceful, talkative context, but in a more of a combat-oriented context. Now that's the look I love on Hiroha's face. Because that tells us that even if she were to meet her friends, it's implying that if she knows they're doing something wrong, she's gonna stop them. No, that's the hero I love to see. I mean, it makes sense it wasn't gonna be that easy to get out. I'm assuming Kurohe's symbol is not gonna work anymore. Yeah, I mean, she's. Yeah, that's my guess. She's been separated from the other wings of Magia for how long? It makes sense that they'd register her as a trailer eventually. And also, Kurohe has not to apologize because, regardless, even if she wouldn't have. Oh. Because even if she didn't have that device, they probably would have still been attacked anyway. Gotta admit, transformation looks pretty dang nice. I especially love the motif with, in some bits, we see some puzzle pieces in the background. They're looking fucking. Okay, now it just went from looking good to looking, beautiful. as their studio shop, like each week they just want to like flex and make the prettiest looking Master Girl anime of the season, because this series just absolutely wrecks the other three Natural Girls airing this season. And I'm watching all of them. I'm watching Milk Dream Mix, Blue Reflection Ray, and Chocobo Pretty Cure. And this series just like takes it to a whole nother level animation wise. And as fortunate as it is, I have been wanting to see Rohan do a little bit more solo work over the last few weeks. So I think she can be like those two Kodoi if she puts her mind to it. Oh, she looks like she's about to use her Dopal. Yo, she looks like a fucking bad. Shit, that looks cool. Oh, man. Okay, that was epic, but damn. I wish it would have lasted one more minute, because that's how great the episode was. I didn't even feel like 21 minutes. It felt more like freaking 13 or 12. And I mean that in a good way. All right. Great episode. I'm definitely going to give this a 9 out of 10 because I did like it a lot. For one, it gave Toko a lot of characterization, because at least before this episode, don't get me wrong, they kind of did establish a little bit about Toko, considering her relationship with some of the other characters in Iroha, just looking at those little bits of flashbacks. But this episode finally provided like the, oh shit, she really truly is a fitting final antagonist for this series, considering that she has no remorse in sacrificing girls. She's got no remorse in causing casualties among regular common folk. And now she tries to like give herself self-satisfactory answers, like saying shit like, this is what we wished for. Even though the wish that she's got, well, yes, her and her group, it may be what they desire, but it ain't what the people in the world desire. So I do love that. It makes a really damn good antagonist, actually. Something that season 1 didn't really have, but this season has had in spades. That's why I thought the writing was incredible. Oh, it's bad. Oh, boy. I wonder if it's... The only thing I can think of is the witch from the original Madoka Magica series. That's going to be my guess, because I don't think... Yeah, because I don't think it could be any other witch. Wait, no, it can't be, can it? Wait a... No, there's no fucking... Wait, wait, what? Oh, man, okay. I got to bump up my score. I mean, I guess it had to be, though, because considering the fact that and them bringing into the forefront the Wally... I always have a tough time pronouncing that name. The Wally Progress, it makes sense how they would utilize that. Because, for one, if the side story implements that into the narrative, they won't really need to establish as much build-up, considering that which does have original build-up in the original Madoka Magica series. So, you know what? That's a good bit of writing, because, for one, it makes sense why they would utilize it. That's the witch that caused a lot of emotional turmoil for Homura in the original series. So instantly, if you get Homura and company involved, there's going to be a lot more emotional stakes. And not just that, but there's going to be a lot more emotional stakes for the viewers too, because if you look at it that way, This ain't just going to be any random witch. So, you know what? That's why I think the cliffhanger actually works, and I'm gotta bump it up an extra half grade because, shit, I wasn't expecting that twist. I mean, I guess I should have expected it, though, the moment they said that they were gonna lure witches from, like, a certain distance. I guess I should have seen it coming. But still, though, holy shit. That's pretty damn nice. But now, let me give my rationale as to why I thought the episode was 9.5 out of 10 worthy, though. Because aside from all the build-up they gave to Toka, I'm really loving the character developments they're giving Iroha, because you can tell some of the personality traits that Yachio had, you can see Iroha adopt some of them. Like, for example, Iroha going on her own without informing anyone else would have been something that Yachio would have done in season 1 of this series. And that's not something Iroha would have done earlier on, but now she's doing in this episode. And that's a lot of growth, because at least it's showing us that Iroha is becoming a lot more independent-minded and a lot more confidence in her own abilities, because you didn't see Iroha with this much swagger in season 1. We're seeing her now in this season, and it's so rewarding because we're seeing how much of a long way she's come in comparison to when the series started out. So I thought that was actually pretty rewarding too, in on itself. That's why I really dug what this episode is doing from a character standpoint, and the character development for Toka, just seeing her bravery. Because you got to consider, at the start of this season, she wasn't the bravest individual. She had a few cowardly tendencies, which I'm not going to blame her. I mean, some of the stuff that she sees, if I were in her spot, I'd be kind of creeped the fuck out too. But seeing her actually step it up to the plate and seemingly utilize her noble at the end of the episode shows off her conviction. And I think it made Kore into a freaking badass. So I loved that bit of character development for her too. As for other elements, it's nice getting to see the perspective of the other crew members. It was nice getting to see Toka again in the flesh. I mean, how in the hell can I not be excited about seeing Best Girl? Hell, I remember even back in the day, I even read the Kyoko spin-off manga. I haven't read the other Madoka spin-off mangas yet due to lack of time. But I remember reading Kyoko's because I was like, yo, she's my favorite. I have to read it because it's Kyoko and she's involved. I had to read the spin-off manga, which I thought it was good, actually. So, yeah. That was an extra fucking treat for me. So, that's what also made the episode nice, too. Not just all the stakes getting higher and all that. It was stuff like that, too. Aside from that, gotta say, and the animation quality was beautiful as always. While yes, the fight sequences weren't as say long as they usually are. You know what? They didn't have to be, because they pretty much got the job done. The voice performances were great, especially a lot of the voice work from Kurohi's actress. You can definitely tell she gave it her all this week. So I thought that was absolutely praiseworthy. The music was freaking rock solid. And that's why if I had to rate this episode, I got to give it a high tier 9.5 out of 10. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later to come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you very much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.